Hi, my name is Edward Lee and I was formerly the Vice President at the University of Buffalo's Undergraduate Student Government. This gives me a unique perspective on the state of student affairs and the activities of student government here at Hunter College. Today I'm going to address the issue, why do the incumbents always win? Well, the answer is because the Office of Student Affairs and the current USG administration work together to make sure that the process does not encourage open dialogue or a true examination of the issues. While their language may seem otherwise, let's look at the facts. First off, let's establish the givens. When running for student government, both the election chairman, Miss Eunice Broom, and Tania Wooten, and you can see more about her on this video, mentioned that they had never run a contested election. In fact, this email says as such. Best wishes, this is the first time in many years that Hunter's undergraduate student government has had two full slates running for positions in the spring elections. That was back in 2013 when I ran for student government. So, okay. It seems strange that for more than about a decade now, Hunter has had their establishment or their incumbent party walk right back into the office. If it seems strange, it's because it is strange. Many people, when confronted with this fact, feel puzzled, then dismiss this as they don't understand it. Well, the fact is that it's no mere chance. The system is built to keep incumbents in office. Incumbents have been extraordinarily successful. Let's see why. First thing is, how do students learn about the candidates? Well, from the infrastructure provided, there are only three ways to reach out to students, as provided in the election packet available at the Office of Student Affairs in the basement of Hunter North. First of all, there is only a 100-word statement that each candidate can make. This statement, along with a photo, is the primary factor that students use when placing their vote. By limiting contestants to only 100 words, this prevents candidates with any plan of substance from fully articulating their ideas. Number 2, there is a debate, and I put that in quotation marks because it's a sham. In this email, you can see when I was running, I was only given 2 minutes, okay? Only 2 minutes to present my ideas for governance. For an organization that will control over $1 million and handles the interests of over 16,000 students, this is not an appropriate amount of time to handle these issues. Okay, you can see right here. The 8 candidates are asked to keep their answers to 2 minutes each, totaling 16 minutes. No time was given for questions with the audience. It was just 2 minutes to answer what are the top issues you plan to implement and how. And that was it. The last one is direct contact. Now, the debate is actually held at room 714 in Hunter West. Of course, a more logical place to hold such a debate would be the lobby or the cafeteria, a high-traffic and visible area where impassioned students could make their case to the student body. However, the control of a million-dollar organization is put on the 7th floor, squirreled away in a manner which discourages attendance. 2 years ago, I attempted to address this issue by holding a press conference or, town hall meeting in the cafeteria. I was shut down. You can see this email right here. It says, from Tania Wooten, it says, I've been informed that you are planning to hold a press conference in the cafeteria on Thursday. Please be advised you may not hold this event. It has not been approved by the Office of Student Activities nor the Division of Student Affairs and is a campaign violation. Okay, they do not want an open dialogue. They do not want an open discourse on the issues. They want to encourage the incumbents who have consistently forked money over to the administration to get into office. And to make things, another thing that they do to encourage the incumbents getting into office is, as you can see this year, voting will happen between the 11th and the 15th, the third week of April. Then, 2 weeks later, spring break begins. So during this time, when everybody has all their exams and things like that, right, the incumbent party will have they have a political machine in place where they take the club leadership, they take them on retreats, stuff like that, and they have their machine going where people are going to vote because they are already getting some type of benefits. People that have real issues, that are paying attention to the issues, they'll be worried about the exams coming the following week. They're not really going to be as active in voting, and people who are trying to make their case to the students have to battle the whole stretch of exams that are going to happen right here, okay? And they also have to make their case to the students and successfully get voted in. Now, Eunice and Tania have been doing this for 6 years all day, every day. But I've been doing this for decades. I know what I'm doing too. Let's look at Hunter USG. How else do they prevent students from, or people who would be challenging the current power structure from entering office? If you look on the webpage, there's nothing that tells you that elections are coming up. In fact, I believe that the paperwork is due in about a week. So, they figure that if they don't advertise it and they just wait for a week, that a significant portion of students will not know that elections are available, and they will not know that they can run and make a change or a difference, and the same people will just walk back into office again. That's just the USG site. Let's go to the Office of Student Affairs site. Okay, this is Division of Student Affairs. If I go to Student Life and I click on Student Governance, okay, it brings up this page right here, Student Life at Hunter College, Athletics, Recreation, Residences, Children's Learning Center, stuff like that, right? Nothing about an election, okay? Student activities, student clubs and organizations, student governance is scrolled down here, all right? Now let's go back to this page over here, and let's go back. Now we can also click on student elections. Where does that go? It goes to nowhere. You're about to see right here, it's going to say page not found. We're sorry, but that page doesn't exist. Do you want to run for student government? Are you going to go to the student affairs website to try to figure out how to enter elections? Too bad. That page just doesn't exist. The only way you're going to know about the election is either you are already in student government, working with the Office of Student Affairs directly, or, like myself, you'll have to be hyper aware and asking about what's going on and fighting your way into the process. Beyond that, back in 2013 when I ran for student government, here's something else that happened. There was irregularities during voting. Look over here. These were the directions for voting. You had to check your email using webmail in your browser. You could not use the email was not forwarded to your mailing address. You had to go through a lot of people did not check their Hunter email because they just forward the email to their other email addresses. That didn't come up. Worse than that, you had to go to this link to vote, and then you had to go to your junk mail folder to retrieve your unique ID code, and then you had to use that link in the email to vote. Okay? That's absolutely ridiculous. Okay? That really creates a higher barrier for the average person to place a vote. Many people were unable to vote, and sure enough, the incumbent party walked right back in. So, and this, just so you know, I brought up the issue of corruption in student government. That's not a new issue. You can see over here, apparently they're off on their retreat again. I had addressed this issue back in 2013, okay? I had said, look, this is something wrong and shouldn't be done. You shouldn't be spending student money to take executives on a private trip, for networking, aka talking to each other. You could just do that in the office. If you're going to do a trip, you should bring all the students with you. But, nobody listened to me. They thought that I was ridiculous. They thought, that they were entitled to that. And that's why the administration and the current student government work so well together. Because the student government does nothing, and then they shovel money upstairs, and then they treat themselves to, fancy trips on the student's dime. That's clear corruption right there. And let's go to take a look over here. Now, to make this change, I'm starting a grassroots organization, www.facebook.com/group/HunterStudents. I hope that you join. Okay, just sharing on your social media is not enough to affect change. You have to take action, and the first action you can do is get together with other students that also want to make change. Organizing, awareness, and then the next step is action. So once again, come to www.facebook.com/group/HunterStudents. Please share this with other students. Please share this with everybody. Please like and subscribe to the video, and like and subscribe to the post. Thank you very much, and have a great day.